Good afternoon and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Athletics. I am Chris Morris alongside Sean Davis, who will be your eyes on the field this afternoon. Thanks very much for joining us here on the NSC. We are coming to you live from Vito Capizzo Stadium as the girls varsity lacrosse team hosts the RedHawks from Barnstable High School in another great matchup of Cape and Island League teams. The Whalers come into this afternoon's matchup 10-3 after a disappointing loss Saturday afternoon to Sandwich. Final was 9-7. The loss itself not so disappointing. It was just how it went down, a defensive struggle that unfortunately was decided more by who wasn't on the field than by who was. The Whalers had a 5-4 lead at the half, but sophomore phenom and leading scorer Bailey Lower picked up her second yellow card very early in the second half and was forced to sit out the remainder of the game. She had already notched a hat trick with 3 goals and an assist in the first half and looked very, very unstoppable. Then the Whalers were whistled for their third card as a team and had to play shorthanded for nearly 17 minutes, which led to the Blue Knights outscoring the Whalers 5-2 in the second half, giving the Whalers just their third loss on the season in a game that could be a precursor to a postseason matchup as it was last year in the semis. Another narrow win for Sandwich. So the Whalers will look to rebound today against the RedHawks, who gave Nantucket all it could handle in the first game of the season. A nail-biter win for the Whalers, 7-6 off Island. I'm really looking for the reassertion of Sydney Moskrop as the second primary scorer for Coach Jamie Lower's Nantucket Whaler team. She just had 1 goal against Sandwich and was basically no part of the offense in the second half. So we really need her to get her scoring prowess to take some of that pressure off of Bailey Lower, who teams have now started double teaming and recognizing her incredible talent. Emerson Pekarczyk had another solid game on both ends. Evelyn Fye was back on the field as well after a calf injury, sat her down for a few games. Look to see her get back into the swing of things, maybe get a goal or 2 today. And one of the bright spots Saturday was the defense in general. Goaltender Mimi Belanger has been unbelievable all season. She had some highlight reel stuff in net on Saturday, and no quit as well in Hannah Evans, Mason Lower, who had a great game, Maddie Lombardi and others, as again they faced a tall task playing shorthanded against arguably the best team that they will face here in the regular season. But again, this team is full of talent and heart, and I look for them to take control of this game early and get back to their winning ways as we close in on the final few games of the regular season. And speaking of beyond the regular season, tournament time just around the corner. And as of the last MIAA rankings that was before the weekend, the Whalers' spring season will be represented by both the boys and girls lacrosse teams. Of course, the girls came into Saturday's matchup ranked number 2 in the state in Division 4. And we will have to see when the next rankings come out how far they maybe drop. But as long as they stay in that top 8, that's what I'm hoping for here. Because if they stay in the top 8, if they win their first game, which, knock on wood, that, they should, they will be definitely favored, then we get to host 2 games, which means bonus lacrosse for Whalers Nation here, as we'll be able to broadcast 2 games right here on the NSC. Boys also very tournament ready, and they are ranked in the top 10. They came in at 10. So we'll see if they can come up with a big win today off Island versus Nauset. Good luck goes out to Coach Aloisi and the gang as they are about to tip it off here as well. So in all likelihood, they could host at least 1 game, and depending on who wins or loses, they might be able to get 2, which of course we are hoping for. Barnstable comes into this afternoon's tilt with a 5-9 record, but they are a Division I school and gave the Whalers all they can handle here, so we expect another very closely contested matchup. We'll be looking at number 24. Number 15, CC Brisbois. Grace Bunnell, another attacker and co-captain on defense, and Kennedy. Reagan Hicks is probably their best player. She will be number 4 and is a senior captain. And on defense, also another captain, Deirdre Mullen, senior defender. She's number 13. And in goal, they will have Grace Golden. She wears number 99. I got to wish the best to the head coach of the Barnstable RedHawks, and I hope I get your name right, my friend here, Ten Guazaloca. He's did not make the trip over, so we wish him the best in your speedy recovery, and it will be Coach Carl Holland running the plays for the RedHawks today, as we are mere moments from the opening draw here. I'd like to take a moment, of course, and say thank you very much to our incredible sponsors, the Nantucket Booster Club, supporting Whaler student athletes for over 60 years, the Nantucket Golf Club, and the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. We'd like to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as you see the Whalers getting their final instructions from Coach Jamie Lower, and we are just about ready to get it going here from Vito Capizzo Stadium as the Whalers look to win their 11th game in the regular season. A fantastic squad, and we are maybe one game early on the Bailey Lower 100-point watch. She's got 90 points coming into today, so it would be a very tall order for her to score 10 points, but stranger things have happened. But she is very close to continuing her incredible run here as a Whaler girls lacrosse player. She will most likely go down as the most decorated Whalers lacrosse player. I'm just going to go out and say that because, you know, I can. I have the mic. Sydney Moskrop coming in with 42 goals, and Emerson Pekarczyk has 31 goals on the season as well. Bailey Lower also with 29 goals in addition to her 29 assists in addition to her 61 goals. She is by far the point leader here for the Whalers. So we'll hope she can keep her emotions intact, as it looked like that was part of it. A little frustration towards the second half. And she got the stick up high for the second yellow card, and unfortunately had to sit for the majority of the second half. So it will be junior Annabelle Kane on the draw for the RedHawks. Bailey Lower, of course, on the draw for Nantucket. As we get it set up, Whalers Nation, are you ready? We are underway. And off the bounce. Pekarczyk able to scoop it. Tipped away. But she scoops it and gets it into the attack zone. Whalers will have control of the first possession. Sydney Moskrop behind the net. Maddie Lombardi. And at the top, here's Bailey Lower. Let's see if they can get her going right away. She makes a move. Unable to find space. Pass in front. That's a nice shot. Score right away. Great catch. Lower with the assist. Pekarczyk nets the first Nantucket goal. And just like that, the Whalers are up 1-0. So Bailey Lower patiently looking and waiting for that play to develop. Able to find Pekarczyk in the middle of that zone, which Coach Jamie Lower did say there. The RedHawks do play a lot of zone defense. And I got to say, as a basketball guy, I made the connection after a couple of conversations. Here's Lower again, real quick in front. Moskrop inside the crease. So it'll be a turnover on the whistle. But the assimilations to basketball, more than, say, soccer or hockey with this game, really reign true, in my opinion, because the defenses are very similar. The formations that they run are very similar to a basketball game. So that one clicked for me as a basketball guy. And we will look to keep explanations. Good pass inside. Oh, good defense, though. Unable to get the shot down, but it will remain Nantucket ball. Already up 1-0. Pass goes through, but Whalers quickly recover. Maddie Lombardi at the top of the zone. Over to Lower. Lower again, quickly. Makes a move, bouncing shot, save. RedHawks trying to clear. Good run, and the RedHawks able to clear. They get their offense set up. There's Hicks. Again, girls not able to physically check, but it's more of a box out on defense. Again, an assimilation to basketball terms. And Coach Holland calling out the plays for the RedHawks. Good motion and nice hounding defense by Nantucket. Here's a move, shot, save by Belanger. I believe that was number 8, Shelby Lacascio. And a turnover. So right back at it come the RedHawks. Lower. Good defense. Blasting through defenders, however, number 19, Grace Bunnell. And there's a whistle. So it'll be Barnstable with the free run. Nice defense. Oh, that's got to be a card. And it will be a yellow card on number 19, junior Grace Bunnell, called for the push excessively. So she'll sit for 2 minutes. And again, in the girls' game, the 2-minute clock will run no matter how many goals are scored. So this is a large penalty. And again, if she's called for another yellow card, she will sit the remainder of the game. And 3 yellow cards as a team is then a player down. Pekarczyk on the run. She'll try and get the sidelines. Nice cut to avoid a defender, and she will get the clear. And the Whalers will look to add to their 1-0 lead. Stahl over to Lower. Lower, nice pass inside. Again, Pekarczyk has it, recovers nicely, and scores. Lower to Pekarczyk. Dials it up again. Oh, that was saved? Oh, my goodness. What an incredible save. I stand corrected. And broken away, broken up, as it was Mason Lower Nope, Maddie Lombardi, 23, excuse me, in the middle. So it'll be the RedHawks breaking free. I apologize on the premature goal call there. Great save. And a sprint in. Here's a free shot. Mimi Belanger up to the task. So Grace Holden with another good save. And here's a run. Sydney Moskrop enters the zone, gets a set up for the Whalers. Offside's called on the RedHawks. Too many defenders in, so it'll be the Whalers putting it in here. Mason Lower will put it in. 1-0 our score. Still 19 minutes left here in the first half. First goal scored by Emerson Pekarczyk from Bailey Lower. That's Lower to Lower. Again, that pass right inside. Low shot, and there's the goal. Premature, but correct nonetheless. So the whistle, what do we got? And another yellow card called on Barnstable. So a cross check on number 14, Lindsey Jones. After the possession. So again, another crucial penalty. Just 13 seconds left on the initial penalty. To Grace Bunnell. But they will have another player advantage.
Was that foul after the whistle? Sorry, was the foul after the whistle? The foul was during the play. Okay. She was able to score. Okay. So that means so it goes back to draw. Perfect. Thank you for that. Whistle on the card. Thank you so much.
There you go. That's a nice explanation on that. And quickly into the game, Brenna Mullen for the RedHawks. Lower on the draw. 2-0, the Whalers are up. 18:55 left here in the first half. It's been Lower to Pekarczyk twice. So Bailey's got 2 assists, 92 points on the season. And Pekarczyk once again asserting herself on the draw control and able to get the zone. She's got a run here. Again, Whalers are up an attacker. Mason Lower gets it set up. Evelyn Stahl behind the net now. It's Moskrop over to Lower. So Bailey Lower showing off her passing skills here early. Let's see if maybe they can get her in on a run. Up an attacker. Here she is cutting through. Whalers unable to get it to her. Mason Lower working, loses it. But gathers it back. Nice recovery by Mason Lower. Good physical attack. Here's Bailey looking for some space. Fires a shot. And Bailey Lower called for another yellow card. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe too aggressive with the shot. I apologize. I did not hear what the call was, but nonetheless, with 17 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half, Bailey Lower picks up a yellow card. Here's a turnover. Pass inside. Oh, Moskrop unable to get it down in time. As her sister Ava Moskrop put it right on the doorstep, so it'll be a turnover as the Moskrop sisters tried to connect. Still 2-0 Whalers with the lead, but they will be without the services of Bailey Lower here for another minute and a half. Just 10 seconds left on the penalty to number 14 for Barnstable, Lindsey Jones. So early whistles here, maybe setting the tone. And it will now be Barnstable with an attack advantage for just over a minute. They will now get it into the attack zone and get it set up. Jones just off. Oh no, that's Regan Hicks. Definitely got to keep an eye on her. She is the main attacker. Nice spin move. That's Alyssa McEnany. And here's Hicks. Oh no. And the Hawks getting it set up. Man-to-man defense by Nantucket. Here's Hicks with a shot. Belanger with a save. Loose in front. And the Hawks regain control. Oh, nice cut by Reagan Hicks. Unfortunately, unable to catch it. And Lower is back in. So teams at full strength. And there's an offensive charge, too aggressive on offense. You don't see that one called very often, but the Whalers get the turnover, and we'll put it in play here, looking to clear. Still 15 minutes left in the first half. Nice run by Ava Moskrop all the way down. Here's Sydney Moskrop, looks to make a move and cut off. Whalers get it set up, however, 2-0 our score. Stall to Moskrop behind the net. They switch positions. Maddie Lombardi. Over to Lower. And Bailey Lower now takes control at the top of the zone. Beautiful day for Lacrosse. Upper 50s. Nice, bright, sunny day. Here's Bailey Lower on the move. Low shot. Goes over the net. Whalers behind the net, able to save the possession. And Sydney Moskrop puts it in. Nice pass in front. Shot. Score! Pekarczyk once again. She's already got a hat trick. Another great job of passing by the Whalers. They've got 3 assists on 3 goals. And quickly take a 3-0 lead. Still over 14 minutes to play here in the first half. So Sydney Moskrop picking up the assist. Bailey Lower already has 2 assists. And Emerson Pekarczyk has scored 3 times here in the early going. Bailey Lower on the run. Whalers looking to add to their lead. Already up 3-0. Pass goes in front. Moskrop gets her sticks tangled. And let's see what the call is. Sydney Moskrop will get a free look here. Another yellow card called on the RedHawks. That's 3 already. That one called on number 13, Deirdre Mullen, who is one of their defensive stars. So here is Sydney Moskrop looking to make a charge here, potentially take a 4-0 lead off the free run. Good move. Unable to get a shot off, so good defense by the RedHawks. But again, Whalers have an advantage. Shot, save. Another shot, rebound, score. Sydney Moskrop buries it low in the net as she notches her first goal of the afternoon, and the Whalers have jumped all over the RedHawks 4-0 already. So again, it is my belief, based on the fact that the Whalers had to play shorthanded for most of the second half, that this third yellow card should equate in the RedHawks being short a player for the remainder of the game. So this could be interesting. I will get confirmation on that. Again, another draw control won by Bailey Lower. Pekarczyk on the run, and she'll hold it up here as the Whalers can afford to use a little clock here. Already up 4-0. Mason Lower. Over to Evelyn Stahl. Stahl behind the net. Here's Lower streaking. Unable to pull the trigger. Good offensive movement by the Whalers, keeping that zone busy. And again, a wide shot by Bailey Lower as she got whacked in the arm. Trying to shake it off there. So it will be Barnstable taking over possession, trying to get the clear. They've been unable to get anything offensively going. A couple of saves by Belanger. Oh, and a nice near steal, and the Whalers do gain possession. Sydney Moskrop picks it up. Makes a move. Through two defenders. She's got some room. And a whistle stops it. But she will get a free run once again. Let's see if she can do something with it on this one. Still 21 seconds left on the player advantage for the Whalers. Moskrop runs in. Shot. Score. Another low shot. That found the net. Holden unable to get the net down. Again, it's when they're that close, you almost just got to guess and hope you guess correctly. Grace Holden looking a little shell-shocked in net now. Whalers notched their 5th goal here in the first half. 5-0 our score. First 3 goals scored by Emerson Pekarczyk. 2 assists from Bailey Lower. Sydney Moskrop also has an assist and now has notched the last 2 goals for Nantucket. 5-0 our score. Still nearly 12 minutes to play in the first half. Thanks for watching us here on the NSC. Happy to be bringing you some Cape and Islands League Lacrosse. Lower. Looking for another draw control. She jumps up and gathers it with a stick. Great athleticism by Bailey Lower, and she is on the run. Pass goes over the head, but nice play by number 4, Emerson Milne behind the net. Oh, great pass in front. Nice save. That was the same play that's notched a few goals, and Lower able to get it. No whistle, despite Bailey Lower taking a digger. And Barnstable looking to clear. And Lower will take a seat as the RedHawks get it into the attack zone. Whalers are up 5-0. Macy Crowell in on defense. Hicks tipped away. Nice defensive play. And the Whalers able to scoop it up. There's a whistle. And it'll be a turnover against the Whalers. RedHawks take over. Clock continuing to run, 10.5. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left. And here's a free run. For the RedHawks. Low shot, saved by Belanger. And she'll scoop it up. Unable to get up on her in the crease as long as she stays in that little crease. And the Whalers looking to clear. They will get it out of the zone at their own defensive end. Maddie Lombardi into the attack zone. Pass was tipped. Looking for Moskrop in the middle. And here's a run ahead. Hannah Evans back there and able to scoop it up on the run. No, nice. She stays with it and now gets it up. Mason Lower on the attack. And able to gain the zone. Whalers will get it set up here. Just over 9 minutes to play here in the first half. 5-0 lead. Pass in front. Moskrop unable to keep it in the net and get a shot off. Barnstable looking for the clear. There's Mullen. Oh. And a tumble at midfield. That is Deirdre Mullen. But just a little infraction. Whalers lucky there. 5-0 our score. Whalers have jumped all over the RedHawks here. And a good save by Annabelle Kane, but it'll be the Whalers taking over on the hold. Mason Lower able to quickly get the zone. Milne also with her. Looking in the middle of that zone, it's Maddie Lombardi. Off the stick of Emerson Milne. And it will be the RedHawks taking over on the Whalers' turnover. RedHawks looking for a clear. Pass goes over the head, but a whistle first. So it will remain RedHawks' possession. And a yellow card called on Maddie Lombardi. A little too aggressive with the stick. That's her first penalty of the game. She'll sit for 2 minutes, and Barnstable will have a player advantage. Still yet to score here in the first half. 7:34 to play. Belanger has been solid thus far with a few saves. But it has been Whalers' defensive pressure in general that has thus far equated into a shutout. A lot of lacrosse left, and here's a chance for the RedHawks. Again with the player advantage. And Belanger gets the net on it, and she will scoop it. So a nice defensive play by goaltender Mimi Belanger. Pekarczyk looking for the clear. She's got it up to Mason Lower. And the Whalers attack shorthanded. Again, they can just hold it here and use some clock. Not only do they have a 5-0 lead, but they're on the penalty kill. Evelyn Fye. Good defense by Lindsey Jones. And the ball is loose. Scooped up in front. Shot and another goal by the Whalers. Great stick-to-itiveness And the goal scored by number 18, Evelyn Fye. Nice to see her again. She's been battling an injury over the last few games. A nice scoop up and immediately shot it and scores. So the Whalers actually score shorthanded and take a 6-0 lead. I got to admit, I'm a little surprised that the Whalers have had their way so easily. I really thought Barnstable would put up a good fight here, but it has been all Nantucket thus far. RedHawks still with a player advantage for another 43 seconds, as you see Maddie Lombardi still sitting out, as I see anyways. Lower on the draw here for Nantucket, and they will redraw it. Shelby Lacascio on the draw for the RedHawks. And quickly ahead come the Whalers once again on the attack, shorthanded. Nice move by Ava Moskrob. Great catch by Bailey Lower, unable to get a clean shot. Good look, though, on the little give and go. Lower now double teamed. Swings through, shot. Great shot, but a whistle denies it. She will have a free run here, so I wish the best of luck to Grace Holden on this one, as this one is coming in hot. Woo! It's a goal scored by Bailey Lower. Her first of the game. And that'll put the Whalers up 7-0, an absolute lightning bolt off of the stick of number 17, as she notches her 62nd goal of the year. And now with 93 points unofficially on the season. It's going to be a timeout called by Coach Holland and the Barnstable RedHawks as they look up at the scoreboard and it reads 7-0. Still a lot of time left here, just over 5 minutes left in the first half. And the Whalers have absolutely exploded, scoring 7 times here. Let's take a moment. You are watching the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Athletics. Out to Perry for 3. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Whalers streak ahead, 2-on-1. Shot! Score! That got inside the post. Quick player, Whalers shot. Save! Karen Allen! Space 2, 1. Puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyce! Front. Gotta score! Karchik was able to lift it up from old LaBelle. Her dribble, pass, Quincy Sullivan with a good looking shot and hits, gets in and scores! Halleck denies again, shot save, Griffin Starr. Into it, Aguilar, nice little fake, runs up and puts it in! streaks ahead. Shot, score! Just like that, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. Whalers up 7-0 here. About 5.5 minutes left in the first half, and it has been all Nantucket all day. Bailey Lower just notching her first goal of the game. She's got a couple of assists, and she will be on the draw for Nantucket. Again, a surprising score as these two teams battled to a 7-6 Whalers win in the first game of the season. So obviously a lot of continuity has played into this as the Whalers have improved. They come in, again, this week's rankings haven't come out yet, but they were number 2 ranked in Division 4 in the state and played a great game Saturday, coming up on the short end of a 9-7 score, and Lower on the attack draws the whistle. But it will be a turnover. Maybe she got her stick up too high. But it'll be Barnstable looking for the clear here. Again, they have yet to score, and really it has been suffocating defense by the Whalers and a dominating attack that has led to just a few shots on goal, none of which have gotten past Belanger. And an interception, great play on defense. Whalers turn it defense into offense as Ava Moskrop all the way in. Broken up, but she gathers it amongst 4 RedHawk defenders. Whalers get it set up here, approaching 4 minutes to play. Stay tuned for halftime. We've got brand new golf coach Sam Herrick joining us. He's got to be, I got to know what size clubs he's got, because I'll tell you, I got to get sized up, but he's got me by about 6 inches. So can't wait to chat with him about the upcoming season and the new hire. Whalers again in no rush to do anything. Tough pass, nice catch. Ava Moskrop. Back over to Mason Lower behind the net. Sydney Moskrop. Again, the Whalers have 2 sister connections, the Moskrop sisters and the Lower sisters, both of which play and start on offense. Here's a shot in point blank range and another goal. That is Emerson Pekarczyk. That play has worked all day to the tone of 4 goals for Pekarczyk already. I'll have to get confirmation on the assist, but Emerson Pekarczyk has streaked through, and she has benefited from 4 point-blank shots, scoring 4 goals already here in the first half to pace the way for the Whalers. 8-0 our score. And Pekarczyk now will take over the duties on the draw, as we see Bailey Lower on the sidelines here. I wonder what's going on there. Again, playing with an 8-0 lead could have something to do with it. Give her rest when you can. It's Pekarczyk against Lacascio for Barnstable on the draw. Battling for it, and nice play by Mason Lower to scoop it up on the run, and once again the Whalers on the attack. We're under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. A half absolutely dominated by Nantucket. There's another pass in front. Reverse shot goes low, just wide. Nice play there. As Evelyn Fye was able to find, I believe it was Ava Moskrop in the middle there. And here's Sydney Moskrop trying to charge through. Good defense by Lindsey Jones. Little give and go, broken up. And here's Mullen on the run. RedHawks with the clears, off the stick. And once again, Whalers get it. Crowell over to Hannah Evans. She'll gain the zone. And the Whalers will get it set up. Good run by Hannah Evans, who plays all over the field. One of the main defenders. Nice pass in front, broken up by the RedHawks. Again, that's Mullen. She is excellent on the defensive end. Regan Hicks. Pass up to midfield. And Barnstable on the run. Great sprint recovery by Mason Lower. Good hustle by number 25, and she breaks it up and gets the turnover. Great play by Mason Lower. And she continues the run. Lana Brissett in on defense. Here's a charge shot, and finally a score by Barnstable. Number 15 for the RedHawks, that's CC Brisbois. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Nice low shot, finally breaks through the Whalers' defense as Belanger was unable to recover quick enough and get the big net down. 8-1 our score here, just over a minute left in the first half. Again, stay with us. We've got newly hired golf coach Sam Herrick joining us for a halftime chat. And once again, it'll be Pekarchik on the draw for the Whalers. Unable to scoop it cleanly. And that's number 9, Ann Kennedy for the RedHawks with control. And Barnstable will look to get 2 goals in a row here. Nice defense by number 15, Anna Hudzig. Oh, good run, shot in front. And another score. So just like that, the RedHawks score 2 in a row. That was Brisbois once again. Brisbois, excuse me. So 8-2 now the score. And that's the game of lacrosse right there. You blink and 2 goals have scored. So the Whalers cannot just relax here. Just 42 seconds left in the first half. But still a lot of lacrosse to be played. A whole second half here. As the shadows are coming here on Vito Capizzo Stadium. A slight delay as there was some boat issues. And here's a run by Pekarchik. Great pass. She's got some room. And pass goes wide. And a great save. Point blank shot. And I believe that is a backup goalie for Barnstable. That is number 50, Morgan Mueller. Looks like something was up with Holden. Nonetheless, that will be the horn here for the end of the first half. A very dominating first half for the Whalers as they post 8 goals. And if it weren't for the last 2 goals in the last minute, it would have been a shutout here in the first half. Nonetheless, Coach Jamie Lower's got to be happy with the first half output here. Emerson Pekarchik's got 4 goals to lead the way. Sydney Moskrop's notched 2, Phi, and Bailey Lower, each with a goal apiece. Bailey Lower has unofficially 2 assists. Sydney Moskrop also with an assist unofficially. We'll take a moment here and get Sam Herrick, new head coach of the golf team, wired up. You are watching the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Athletics. We'd like to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium, where you have been witness to an absolute dominating performance thus far by the Whalers girls varsity lacrosse team, up 8-2. They scored 8 in a row before giving up a couple goals towards the end of the game, or towards the end of the half. But happy to have newly hired golf coach here, Sam Herrick, and congratulations, first of all. Was this on your plate here coming into this fall,
It was. It wasn't. Nate Roberts has done such an awesome job with the program, and I had heard that he had some family stuff going on, and kind of wanted to be there with his kids, and he's a new son, and he had called me and said, there's an opening going.
Right.
And so I kind of jumped on the opportunity a little bit. I'm actually having a little one of my own.
Absolutely, yeah.
September,
congratulations on that. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, it's coming up. So I, of course, asked my wife how she felt about me becoming the new golf coach. And I had the full support of my wife, so that's all I needed.
There you go.
All
right,
I
the
needed.
excuse is planted. I mean, obviously, you got me by a few inches. I'm a tall guy, but you are a very tall guy. The game of golf is one of, we got a lot of room for mistakes in our big, long swings. But what's your handicap? What are you shooting?
Right now, I'm at a 4 handicap right now. Yeah.
Okay, we're not playing.
About a 4. Room for improvement.
Well, there's always room for improvement. That's the beauty of the game.
That's right.
It will never be mastered, even by the best. So give us a little preview. I mean, obviously, you've been involved as a friend of Nate, and how are we looking?
I actually had the meeting today with Nate and Coach Webb, who's going to be coaching the JV. Nate is still going to help out with the varsity and kind of take more of an assistant role, which is awesome. Still happy to really have him.
Yeah.
But the outlook is good. I mean, we have 3 really strong returning players and a lot of other players that are really improving on the game. And and I've actually seen them, over the last couple of weeks, kind of at the driving range at my comment, sort of improving, getting to meet with the guys, and sort of set expectations for the season and see kind of where we're at.
Excellent, excellent. And now, obviously, my comment, what a great home track.
Oh, the best.
I mean, just
the best.
You got to think all the visiting teams coming over got to be pretty impressed with being able to play there. And, occasionally you guys get to play over at Sanctity, I believe, as well.
Yeah, we're working on Sanctity right now. We actually, Sanctity was really, really great with their, we got a really great donation from the Mass Mid-Am this year from Sanctity. And so they're kind of going to open their doors for us, hopefully this year. Working on that right now. They've been really receptive to it. Nantucket Golf Club this year, Tommy B. Tom Brissett.
Baby, yeah.
So Tom is actually, we're going to meet with him, but they're also going to kind of allow us to get out there and practice 1 day a week. And
man, what a tough track that
I'm
is.
telling you,
you can play there, you can play anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So I think these
long and mean, baby.
Yeah.
But absolutely, we love the NGC and the Golf Club Foundation. They are supporters of Whaler Nation, let's just call it. But specifically, they stepped up and supported our broadcast of the lacrosse teams, and that is a fantastic track. But it is hard. I'll tell you what, it is a challenge.
Not easy. That's why we got to get these kids out here to practice.
Yeah, totally.
The more challenging, the better.
Absolutely. And do you watch much lacrosse? Are you?
It's funny. My dad was a college lacrosse player, and he's all about it. And
pretty good golfer, your dad as well.
That's where I tell you, we grew up on the 5th hole of Sanctity.
Right.
And so that was kind of the backyard.
There you go.
I've been kicked off that course when I was, growing up, but that's where I got my practice in at a young age.
I may or may not have been kicked off there once or twice. Well, when they used to let us, lay people play in the wintertime, we used to sneak up to the 5th hole. I know exactly where you are, right there on that little hill. And a good starting point right at the lighthouse hole. Well, congratulations again on the coach and also on the upcoming
thank you so much.
Fatherhood, because it is a trip unlike any other, my friend, and it'll be great to have another little Herrick. Oh, it'll probably be a big Herrick.
That's right. That's right. Well, hopefully we're having a girl, so hopefully in another 16, 15 years we'll see her out here dominating on the Whaler ladies lacrosse team.
There you go, baby. Well, congratulations. Thanks for joining us here again. As you see, the girls just about to take the field once again. Whalers hold an 8-2 lead. Good luck this September.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Hey, maybe we'll get out there and do some of this. He's got a drone that says we can do just about anything.
Yep, let's do it. I'm in. Let's do it.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys.
As you can see, Bailey Lower back in the game, and she will be on the draw here as we get things set up for the second half of play. Once again, thanks very much, Sam Herrick, for popping by and giving us a little preview. Congratulations on the new hire for the head coaching job of the boys varsity golf team. Can't wait to see the guys in action this fall. You are watching the Nantucket Sports Connections presentation of Whalers Athletics. We are just underway here in the second half. Once again, the Whalers up 8-2 behind 4 goals from Emerson Pekarchik. And it will be the Whalers on the attack once again. Bailey Lower gets it set up. Streaking as the offensive play continues. Shot in front, save, or blocked in front, I should say. So good defense by the RedHawks. And it will be a whistle on the clear. Good sprint by number 19. That's Grace Bonnell. So it's been CC Brisbois for the RedHawks with both goals. And they are on the attack here. Looking to inch their way back in this thing. Down 8-2. Lacascio behind the net. You've yet to hear from Regan Hicks. She's holding it behind the net. There's Hicks. And the play is called out. Again, patient offense by the RedHawks. Grace Bonnell. And here's a shot, quick, and a score as Hicks, falling down, finds the net just to the side of Mimi Belanger. And a whistle. Let's see what the call is. So no infraction, just a goal. So the RedHawks pull back to within 5 here at 8-3. They've scored 3 in a row. As I said, lots of lacrosse left. The Whalers cannot let off on the gas pedal here. They've got to keep the pressure on. Still over almost 23 minutes left here in the second half. So still a lot of game time. Lower has 2 assists and a goal thus far, and it'll be Pekarchik, who has led the way thus far offensively for the Whalers. 4 goals scored. A couple of great plays from Bailey Lower to Pekarchik. Pekarchik. Nice cut by Maddie Lombardi. And here's Bailey Lower behind the net to Pekarchik. Another nice cut through. That's actually Sydney Moscrop, excuse me, number 20, behind the net. Evelyn Stahl back over to Pekarchik. Ava Moskrop. Some exterior passing. Mason Lower over to Bailey. Low shot to score! Lower to Lower for the 9th goal of the game. Mason with a great pass Again, Bailey Lower stick control just unbelievable and unmatched in this game. Able to snatch it from midair and launch it quickly past the backup goalie for Barnstable, Morgan Mueller. So the Whalers up 9-2 as they have matched the goal scored by Barnstable here in the second half. After cruising to an 8-2 lead, and once again, draw control by the Whalers. Lower to Pekarczyk, back to Lower. Absolute gorgeous afternoon here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. Nice pass, shot, and a whistle before the shot. And it looks like it'll be Ava Moskrop with the free run. And she'll get it set up. Whalers up 9-3. Run in, shot, save. Nice save by Mueller, able to get the stick down. Again, backup goalie in for Barnstable. Lower, nice pass in front. Pekarczyk, save again. Sydney Moskrop able to save it. Jones on defense. Moskrop blasts into a RedHawk player and draws the whistle. So it'll be Moskrop with a free run, very close range. They back her up a little bit. And Moskrop will pass it. Lower on the flash through, unable to connect. Whalers retain possession. Ava Moskrop at the top. Pekarczyk as they switch positions again. RedHawks in their zone defense. Mason Lower. Behind the net, Sydney Moskrop. Back to Ava Moskrop. Maddie Lombardi. And Lower at the top. Quick pass. Shot. And Pekarczyk goes down in a heap. Let's see what the call is. Another one of those give and goes here by Lower to Pekarczyk. And it looks like Barnstable will take over. As Pekarczyk trots off. Apparently a dangerous play on offense as Emerson Pekarczyk will be called for a 2-minute penalty. So it'll be Barnstable putting it in here, looking for the clear, and they will be up a player here for the next 2 minutes. 9-3 our score. Whalers with the advantage. Starting the game, scoring the game's first 8 goals. Before his boys scored 2 to finish with a flurry. Here's a pass in front and an easy stop. Actually, Hannah Evans able to snatch it out of the air, and here's Bailey Lower up ahead. Mason Lower trying to trace it down here, and she will gain the zone. Again, got to play some keep away here for the next minute 15 seconds as the Whalers, Emerson Pekarczyk called for a penalty. So here's a shot in front. And a save. It did not go over the line. Oh, near steal by Maddie Lombardi. Bailey Lower goes down, no call. And the Whalers again. Oh, there's this whistle. Hannah Evans a little too aggressive. Called for the whistle. And It'll be Kennedy putting it in. Up to Lacrosse for Barnstable. Still over 17 minutes left here in the game. Whalers up 9-3, but are trying to play penalty kill here. Under 17 seconds as Hicks looks to make a move. Pass deflected. She cuts through, but they were unable to find her. Tip pass, nice play by Hannah Evans. Oh no, Maddie Lombardi, great defense. No, that was Hannah Evans. Right with the first one. Here's Lower again, another great run by Mason Lower. She has been all over the field. Maddie Lombardi gathers it and will set it up for the Whalers' attack. Ava Moskrop, team's back to even strength. Nice passing on the interior, shot and a score! Pekarchik once again, that is her 5th goal of the game. And again, I believe Ava Moskrop with the assist, unofficially. Nonetheless, officially, 10 goals scored by the Whalers. They hold a 10-3 lead here, still 16 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game. And they are still a couple of goals under their game average. They average just about 13 goals a game. Very impressive. Just sandwich the other team in the Cape and Islands League that puts up those kind of offensive numbers. And it'll be Annabelle Kane now on the draw against Lower for the RedHawks. And Lower able to snatch it out of midair. With one hand, she's on a sprint. Pass in front, shot. Oh, nice save. Another point blank shot and a great pass by Bailey Lower. And here's the RedHawks quickly the other way. Nice screen, but Whalers able to recover. Anna Hudzig chasing. Here's Hicks looking for some activity, and they'll get it set up behind the net. Ten to 3 our score. Whalers up. And an illegal substitution on Coach Holland. So that'll be a turnover. And the RedHawks can ill afford turnovers at this point, down 7 goals. As the Whalers look to add to their lead on the attack. Pekarchik up to Moskrop. Moskrop unafraid of the contact, and she'll get it set up behind the net. Loose and picked up by Mullins for the RedHawks. And she loses it. Whalers regain possession, and we'll get it set up here on offense. Sydney Moskrop surveys. And we'll use a little clock here. We are under 15 minutes to play in the game. 10 to 3 our score. Coming to you live from Vito Capizzo Stadium. Mason Lower over to Ava Moskrop. Whalers still playing with basically their starting offensive unit. Nice cut by Milne. And she'll get it reset behind the net. There's Lower. Snags it. Oh, behind the back. There you go. Highlight reel stuff from Bailey Lower. Great pass. Better catch and an even better shot Can't wait to see that one on the highlight reel. Wow, magical stuff from Bailey Lower. 11-3, the Whalers are up. I mean, we'll give it a whirl over to Sports Center, and who knows? And she comes off a little gingerly, but what an incredible goal scored by Bailey Lower. Behind the back fashion, she's got 4 points unofficially. So it'll be Emerson Pekarczyk on the draw. Still 14 minutes, 10 seconds left here. 11-3 the score. Whalers up. And a whistle on the draw. We will redraw it. And Pekarczyk chases after, and she will gain control. Once again, Whalers have been unbelievable on the draw controls. Only losing a couple of them, and they were off of loose balls more than the actual draw itself. So extra possessions always key. Loose in the middle, and it'll be Barnstable looking to clear. Here's Pekarczyk. And she will now get a free run. She's already notched 5 goals on the game. Looking for number 6. Runs in. Shot and a score. Emerson Pekarczyk with her 6th goal of the game. And the Whalers once again in complete command. Now back up 9, 12-3. Still 13 minutes, 24 seconds left in the game. And a game that saw the Whalers bust open, scoring the first 8 goals of the game. Barnstable rallied with 3, making it a little interesting. And the Whalers have put up 4 more to once again take complete control of the game. And we'll see if Coach Lower goes into the bench here a little bit. As we see Bailey Lower already on the bench. Mason Lower also taking a breather here. And a Hudzig also taking a breather. So get some game experience for maybe a couple of girls that haven't seen a lot of actual game time at the varsity level. But still, a lot of the starting unit out there facing that zone defense from the RedHawks. We're under 13 minutes to play. Whalers up 12-3. Pekarczyk. And here's Sydney Moskrop. Nice cut through by Lombardi. Pass deflected away, and the RedHawks look to clear. Those are tough passes facing that zone. And here's the RedHawks on the run. Loose. Whistle stops it. And Whalers will get it. Bouncing pass. And it'll be RedHawks possession on the turnover. Margaret Mackey will put it in for the RedHawks. Oh, nope, it'll be Moskrop. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But it'll be Moskrop with a attempted pass to Milne. Oh, and went right to the goalie, but the Mueller unable to handle it cleanly, so the Whalers will take over. And here's Moskrop to set up the offense behind the net. And she makes a run and trips over the net, but gets the whistle. Again, not afraid of the physicality of the game. She just blasts through the defenders with reckless abandon. Nice catch, shot, goes wide. Whalers have been active with that play. A little flash right in front of the net. Pekarchik's been the beneficiary of about 4 of those. She's notched 6 goals on the game. There it is again, Milne. Save, tiptoeing through the crease. And it will be Red Hawk possession, as Milne was unable to stay out of the crease there. And an illegal touch there, again, will be Red Hawk ball. .940 and counting left in the game. RedHawks looking to try and get back in this thing. Kennedy with the run across midfield. Pass goes off the stick and the Whalers recover. Ava Moskrop unable to connect with Lombardi cleanly, but she scoops it up. And a pass in front, Sydney Moskrop, shot, score! Moskrop to Moskrop, there we go. And Sydney Moskrop notches her 3rd goal, a little Hattie for her. 13-3, a 10-goal lead now. The largest advantage for Nantucket, as they will likely move to 11-3 on the season. A nice rebound from the loss against Sandwich. Again, a very good Sandwich team, so no reason to hang your head over that one. That is about as evenly a matched affair as we will see all season long. And clock now continues to run as the Whalers are now up 10 goals. So we will keep you updated on the time. It is just over 8 minutes left. And again, Whalers on the run. Pekarchik. And Bailey Lower still in the game here. Lower with 2 goals and 2 assists unofficially. Over to Mason Lower. Pass in front, shot, score! Bailey Lower notches another assist. And Sydney Moskrop picks up the goal, her 4th of the game. And the Whalers now lead 14-3. As frustration now beginning to set in on the Barnstable goalie. They have just been unable to stop shots. And the attack has been constant as the draw controls have been dominated by the Whalers. Both Emerson Pekarchik and Bailey Lower have been very successful in gaining extra possessions, and the Whalers have taken advantage of most of those possessions. Up 14-3 here. Clock continues to run at 6:40 and counting in the game. Once again, thanks very much for joining us here on the Nantucket Sports Connection. Our next broadcast won't be until Saturday, but the Vineyard comes into town as the boys lacrosse team hosts the Vineyarders as they look to make their final tournament push. And the Red Raiders on the attack here. Good move, point blank, shot and a score. Good run by number 15. That's Briz Boys. She has been the lone bright spot for Barnstable. She's notched 3 of their 4 goals. And she will, I stand corrected, 16, not 15. So Alyssa McEnany with the goal for the RedHawks. As the score now back to a 10-goal advantage for Nantucket, 14-4. Again, clock continuing to run here as the Whalers are up 10 goals. Just over 5 minutes left. Brissett trots off, takes a break. Bailey Lower back in, and they will redraw it. As you can see, some movement at the top of the hill there. The boys baseball team taking on Sturgis East. I don't see a score, but I've heard some crowd roar, so that's usually a good sign. Boys looking to win their 5th game in a row. After a rough start, they have turned things up here, and pitching has been unbelievable for the boys. Sydney Moscrop behind the net. And again, Whalers in 0 rush to do anything. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. And this one was pretty much decided at halftime. 8-2 the advantage at the half. And they have extended that out to now a 10-goal lead. Here's Pekarchik as they play a little keep away here. Lowers notched 2 goals and 3 assists. And pass goes through. That'll be a turnover. Nope. Whalers will actually retain possession. Excuse me. Oh, no, there it is. Turnover on the Whalers. Red Hawk ball. As we approach 3 minutes to play here in the second half. Nice snag out of midair by Lacascio for Barnstable. She gains the zone. Over to Kennedy. And Barnstable gets set up. A lot of activity in the middle of the slot there for Barnstable, but it is Kennedy holding on to it as precious seconds roll off. Oh, nice pick. Lower goes down. Kennedy continues to run, and she will score. But a very physical pick. As you see, Lower limping just a little bit. So Ann Kennedy with the run and the shot that gets by Belanger, notching just the 5th goal scored by Barnstable. I'm a little surprised that didn't draw at least a whistle, but play will continue here. Just over 2 minutes to play here. 2 minutes, 38 seconds officially. And another dominating performance by the girls varsity lacrosse team. Pekarchik battles, and it will be the Whalers gaining possession. Another draw control win. And the RedHawks come away with it. And we'll get the clear. Nice run and good defense by Evelyn Fye. Here's Hicks. She sprints in, shot, and a score. She goes low side, and she notches her second goal. Again, they can come in a hurry. 14-6 now the score, but just under 2 minutes to play. Most likely not enough time for the RedHawks to make a full comeback, but 6 goals scored now. 4 here in the second half, and Mason Lower actually called for a penalty on that play, so she will take a seat for 2 more minutes, basically the rest of the game here, as the Whalers will play shorthanded. But let's see if they can win the draw control here and use some clock up here, maybe run it out. It'll be Annabelle Kane for the RedHawks, and she gathers it. Pass goes off the stick of number 19, Grace Bonnell, but RedHawks keep possession. Looking for something quickly here. There's a run again. Whalers playing a defender down. And that'll be a turnover on. Oh. That will be a penalty on Emerson Pekarczyk. So another whistle and another card, as the Whalers will now be down 2 players here for the final minute 19. And it'll be a free run by Lacrosse. So the stripes getting in the way here a little bit as we come through the final moments here. 14-6 our score. Whalers with the advantage. Good defense. Lacrosse. Pass goes through and scooped up by Belanger. Again, Whalers do not need to do anything except run the clock out here, and they are unable to get the clear on the turnover. It'll be RedHawks putting it in, clock running it. 1 minute. There's an interception. Nice play on defense. And they get the clear. A little too aggressive as the clock continues to run. 45 seconds. And another whistle. And the Whalers can pretty much run it out here as long as they don't turn it over. Ava Moscroft. Oh, nice near steal there. "15 seconds and counting as the Whalers close in on their 11th victory on the season, just 3 losses. And we'll count down to the final horn here. And that'll do it. The Whalers come away with a 14-6 win in dominant fashion. Really not as close as even the score indicates. Whalers had an 8-2 lead going into halftime, extended that lead, and were up by as many as 11 at one point in the second half. Again, unofficially, I have Emerson Pekarczyk with 6 goals on the game, Sydney Moscroft with 3 goals, Evelyn Fye notched 2, Bailey Lower with 2 goals and 3 assists, bringing her season total up to 95 points. Again, that's unofficially, so she is definitely well within reach of the 100-point mark for the season. In the next game, the Whalers will be in action right here at Vito Capizzo Stadium on Thursday. Unfortunately, the Nantucket Sports Connection will not be able to bring you that game, but we will be back on the NSC Saturday as the boys will host the Vineyarders. So we will say good evening here from Vito Capizzo Stadium. Great game once again by the Whalers girls varsity lacrosse team. Once again, thanks very much for Sam Herrick, the next golf coach for the boys varsity team, for paying us a visit here at halftime. For Sean Davis, I am Chris Morris. You've been watching the NSC. Have a great evening, Whalers Nation.